Hi, thank you for joining us for this week's Sprint demo. Our previous Sprint focused on providing support for custom domains for your repository. A custom domain lets the repository owner use a friendly institutional domain name to provide access to the repository instead of providing the default name provided by DCE. This feature requires a significant amount of interaction with low-level network and security systems to configure a secure connection over HTTPS to the new server name. Because of this complexity, our Sprint turned into more of a technical proof of concept spike. We don't have a production-ready solution yet, but we were able to implement a technical proof of concept that outlines the process flow we hope to support. To set up a custom domain, the administrator with system management privileges edits the security configuration. Here we would enter the custom domain name. The system then walks you through the process of setting it up the rest of the way. Once we've entered the domain name, the system will tell you whether or not the domain is registered in DNS and resolvable by the server, and if not, give you the steps necessary to update your DNS. This step would have to be completed in collaboration with Campus IT and cannot be handled within the application itself. Once that step is complete and the domain is registered in DNS, the system then walks you through the rest of the process. For our demo, we're going to use a domain called t3toneho.com. So rather than accessing the system through our DCE supplied domain, T3dev, which might be an institutional name or something at curationexperts.com, we're using a more institutional friendly name and frankly a shorter name. So we'll walk through the rest of the way of using the new domain name to access the same system. Once your new domain name is registered in DNS, the system will detect that fact and then tell you that it's time to request a certificate. This process is currently manual, but going forward, we hope to be able to automate the rest of this process as well. Once that certificate has been requested, we can go to the server's new name and the server will be there and your connection will be secure. If we're using local logins, we're able to log in right away. And we'll see that now we are logged in using the new domain name and accessing the system using the new domain name. We can still always use the default domain name, but have that more institutional friendly name available now that we can connect securely to and use the repository as expected. The process we're showing this week relies on a very large number of manual steps to make all of that happen. But we believe that going forward, we can automate most of them other than the DNS setup. And so we expect to be able to show that in coming sprints. So thanks for joining us this week. We plan to be back at the end of next sprint with the more automated version of this domain setup.